chasing all my goals, I gotta get it. If I start something, then you know I gotta finish. Talk about life, mental health, and all the realness. If you speak on it, then you know you gotta feel
how real it is. How real it is. How real it is. How real it is. Hey, yeah.
man. So be sure to like.
What is up, everybody?
What's the vibes?
It's your boy Hayden THC.
And it's your boy Suavee.
And welcome to another episode of the How Real It Is podcast.
What up, man? What up? How y'all been, man? So yeah, man, I just want to start doing check-ins. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Even in the comments, comment how your week was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start off with Hayden. Hayden, how has your week been? Let's check in, man.
Yeah, man. It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good. You know, we worked on some music.
Oh yeah.
New
New music.
again, yeah.
New music coming. So I don't know if y'all know, but man, I'm an artist, and Hayden THC is a producer, engineer, artist. He do it all.
Yeah.
And we got some music coming soon.
We got two really solid songs this week.
Yeah. All right, Hayden. Check in.
Yeah.
Check
so
in, man.
That feels really good, honestly. You know, for me, it's weird, right? Music is always been a weird thing with me because it's my passion. It's what I love. It's what I want to do.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah.
But I always put a lot of pressure on myself.
He does.
And I always feel like I got to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I think too, it's like if we're, this is the How Real It Is podcast. I'm going to keep it all the way real.
How real it is.
How real it is. Whenever things go well in music, which is what I love,
Yeah.
it freaks me out a little bit. It's so weird because I think a lot of times, you'll hear people talk about the fear of failure.
Yeah.
But people don't talk a lot of times about the fear of success.
Yeah.
Which is weird, right? That sounds like super counterintuitive, but like, again, let's keep it real here. So for me, I've never had anybody like in my life, in my family, really just go for their dreams, go for what they want to do and what they love to do.
Yeah.
And
Same here,
really
man.
just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in a way, I'm so used to the L's. Like, I'm so used to things not working out.
Yeah, I get that.
That's kind of like comfortable for me.
Yeah.
And so it's like success is like out of my comfort zone.
I get
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
And in some ways, I think I almost will subconsciously sabotage myself because,
You do.
yeah, I do. No, I do. Because it's like, that's so unknown. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's unknown and it's really scary. You know what I'm saying? I think it's almost like how we talked about in previous episodes about like, like moving out of your hometown and stuff like that. There's also like a mental hometown in a way where it's just like the things you're used to mentally and the things that you're used to in your life.
Yeah.
And you can change your external surroundings all you want, but sometimes it's like we almost just recreate those same things and same situations because we're just like comfortable with that. Even if it's like, even if it sucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's something like
facts.
shitty. And, and so in a weird way, it's like this week was really good because, again, we got two really, really dope songs
really
that,
great
again, I
songs.
cannot wait for y'all to hear.
Yeah.
And we've got some things in the works for both of them, that we're going to be sharing with you guys. And again, really excited to do that.
Yeah,
but
it was really good. The music always make me feel good.
yeah.
And on these songs, like, I got out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
For real, y'all. Like, I got out of my comfort zone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was different, but you know what I'm saying? What, you gotta try different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did with these songs. And everyone, I'm getting positive feedback. Everybody love them. So, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it going.
And that's dope. And I think for me, it's that's when things start to get like in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like it's so weird because it's like that's when things start to get a little scary in a way because it's just like, oh man, like things are happening and people like you know, but it's kind of a fear you've kind of constantly gotta face and get over. And I think that sometimes in a weird way, I think that fear of success hinders people from going after their dreams sometimes. And I know it has for me, and it took a long time. It took a lot of therapy and work on myself for me to really kind of like realize that was part of what was going on. But that's kind of what's been going on with me, because it's like I think going into, you know, this next week now, you know, there's other stuff that I want to work on, and in a weird way, it's almost like I'm apprehensive about it. You know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, I'm like pumped up from what we've already done. So it's this
a new
weird
week, though.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
It's a new week, and we gotta, you know, we're excited for the songs we just did, but it's a whole new week. Start from scratch.
Yep, new stuff,
and let's get it. You know what I'm saying? That's the past. You know, we got to think like that. Although we're hype about these songs, that's the past. Let's get back to it. Let's get these songs going, and let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Our goals in 2024 is literally, we're almost done with them.
Like we've been doing really good.
We're almost done with our
doing
goals,
really
and
good.
it's what, March?
Yes.
Like that's crazy.
Right,
like we're almost it is March, right? Yeah, we're almost done with our goals, bro. We got a few more goals, you know, I'm talking about like
consistent
relationship goals and goals that we want to reach, not our personal goals, because you know your boy got to lose a little weight, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's my goal. My personal goal, you know, is to lose a little weight and be consistent in the gym, you know what I'm saying, and not over exert myself. Because when I get in the gym, boy, I want to go in. I want to be like, I do this, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta slow it down, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta slow it down, because I work hard one day, and then the next day I don't want to go, or I'm weak and I'm tired and I'm sore as hell, so I don't go
because I overdo it.
You know what I'm saying? But I just gotta find a regimen and just go every day consistent. Not even every day, like 3 or 4 days a week, and just slow it down. You know what I'm saying? I do too much. You know what I'm saying? So that's
I'm the same way.
That's one of my goals throughout the year, just to work out, lose a little bit of weight. You know, your boy needs to lose a little weight. You know, I can cook, but you know, I need to you know, lose a little weight, man. Just keeping it real. That's how real it is, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I need to lose some weight. So that's one of my personal goals.
That's good. And again, I'm overall, I'm proud of us. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing good this year.
Yeah, we've been making it happen, man.
No, for real. Yeah. Okay, so your turn. How are you doing? Let's do your mental health check-in.
Okay.
How are you?
So mentally, I'm good. I'm good mentally. I have my days. Don't get me wrong. I have my days where I just feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing enough, but I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? Back in November, I was admitted to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the doctors were just like, you need to take a little break. You need to slow down. You know what I'm saying? And in my head, I'm like, damn, I got to make some money. I got to do this. I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but health come first. Your health come first. Your mental health come first. Your health come first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A job, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. Like, I know you think like, oh, I got to pay these bills. And that's the same way. That's my mindset. Like, damn, I got to pay these bills. You know what I'm saying? But you can't pay when you die. You ain't gonna pay these bills. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
If you're not healthy, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't.
Yeah. And I'm gonna keep it real. Like that's how you was with me. You told me, you like, you know, I'm like, they're like, you can't work, and I'm like, baby, but I gotta help you pay these bills. You know what I'm saying? You were like, we gonna figure that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But take
we
care
figured
of
it out.
And we are. You know what I'm saying? But you like take care of yourself first. You gotta take care of yourself. But I'm good. I'm not 100%. I'm probably about 75, 80%. But your boy want to work. I feel like I'll be 100% once I'm back working. You know what I'm saying? And having a job, you know what I'm saying? And having a daily schedule where I'm waking up and going to work and doing things like that. So I'm in a process, man. I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a part-time job. I don't want to work full-time because, again, I want to take care of my health, but I want to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Money's everything. Just keeping it real. Money's everything. And it's not everything. Let me.
But we're in a situation where it's just like,
we're in a situation where we need to make money consistently. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I need to make money right now. And I feel like my mental health would be better if I was able to put some money on the table. You know what I'm saying? And do what I want to do and save money and make music videos. I'm an artist, so I want to invest in myself and in my talent. So, you know, your boy good. I just need a job and lose a little weight, keep going, keep doing this, going to the gym, and your boy, I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? I'll be good.
Yeah. That's super real. I think, and it's weird because I think even if you don't have like a traditional type of job, it's like if you're doing, I know for me, it's like so when the pandemic happened back in 2020 and we were, you know, I know you were working during the pandemic.
I was working my ass off during the pandemic.
Yeah. And for me, it's like with my day job at the time, it's like, you know, I mean, we were shut down for like over 6 months.
Yeah.
And so, but during that time, it's just like I couldn't, like I took about a week. I'm not going to lie. I took about a week to just chill, just binge watch some shows on Netflix.
I wish.
Tiger King.
I wish. Oh, now you know I watched Tiger King, man. You know that's what everybody was talking.
What a moment in time.
You know I was watching Tiger King, bro. That was what it was. That's what everybody was on.
Yeah, I would. But you know, I took about a week to probably just be a couch potato and like not do anything.
And it's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah. At least at first. But like for a while, I'm just like, okay, man. You know what? I can't. I can't. So I was back in the lab, you know what I'm saying, cooking up some beats, and you know was kind of part of a business venture thing that didn't work out.
Yeah, that's a whole new other episode.
Man, we might need an episode. We might need an episode for that.
We're gonna talk about that. Yeah,
yeah. But anyway, to make a long story short, it at least felt good because I was working, you know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't making really money with that business venture at the time, it was moving me towards my goals.
And you was doing something you love.
You love
What
exactly.
you do. You know
yeah, I do.
You love what you do. So
yeah, and it was in the realm of, because you know, not only do I, you know, produce and engineer and songwrite and artist, all that stuff on the creative side. I also work on the business side. I'm the registrations manager for a company called Made by Us Music, and we are basically a sync agency. So what we do is we have a roster of creators and we create music for film, TV, and advertisements. And I work on the business end, helping manage the data and making sure everything is registered in the proper places so everybody gets paid. You know what I'm saying? So which is super important, but it's also something I love to do because at the end of the day, it's like, it's really dope to know that the work I'm doing is contributing to artists and creatives making money from what they love to do. You know what I'm saying? Which is the same thing for me. And, you know, I'm really passionate about that. And in an ideal world, I would just do that and create music all the time. Like that's what I want to do. That's my long-term goal.
Yeah.
And, you know,
you're going to get there.
Yeah.
We going to get there.
We are going to get there. And I think that's the thing too, is I think a lot of times people see and view these goals as really like unattainable, or it seems like something very foreign to them. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's foreign to us in a way too. But just kind of like I said, it's like with that fear of success thing, it's just like you can either face that fear or just stay where you're at. And I think for both of us, we can't do that.
We're like on each other's asses all the time.
No, that's so true.
It's like, you know, such and such this, such and such that, and you just like, baby, you got to do this. And I'm like, well, you need to get up and do that. You know what I'm saying? And I love that for us, because we're not offended by we're not offended by the constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're doing this shit to push one another.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I love that for us.
Yeah. No, for sure.
No, for real though. Like I love that for us for sure. And you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing I feel like, and that's why I try to surround myself with the people that I surround myself with, because it's like I have, and you know, shout outs to Trez Bell. He was on I think our 3rd episode.
Hey.
You know, that's one of my best friends, and that's one of the best things about our relationship is that we keep it real with each other. It's
Definitely.
We always send each other.
I love that for them. No facts.
No, like we send each other stuff all the time and just be like, yo, what do you think about this? Or hey, this is for this. Like, what are your feedback? And we'll keep it real.
Yeah.
Like, we'll keep it real. We'll be like, this is good. This sounds kind of dated, or I would do this different with the BGVs, or, you know, or a lot of times, you know, there's plenty of times where it's just like, yo, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But we keep it real, and that's the thing. So that we know that, like, when one of us says, like, nah, this is fire.
It's really fire.
Because we keep it real with each other. We really do. Yeah. But we do that in a sense of not to hate on it or anything like that. It's because at the end of the day, we want to see each other be the best versions of ourselves, and we can help each other do that by giving each other feedback. And we have friends like that too. I mean, I think that one of the we had I co-produced one of the songs that we worked on this past week. I co-produced it with somebody, and even he and I, you know what I'm saying, and going back and forth with the 3 of us, you know, there was things that he said, and that's the thing. It's like at the end of the day, it's all love because we want the end product of this song to be the best that it can be. Yeah, and I think you need people like that in your life, period. Yeah. You need people in your life to keep it real with you. Yeah. Because if you just surround yourself with a lot of like yes men, you know what I'm saying? Like you're just going to be stuck in your same old ways. And it's you're never going to grow, and you're never going to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, I love constructive criticism. Like people be like, oh no, keep it real. Keep it real with me, bro. Like keep it real. I ask Hayden all the time, like, baby, am I musty? You know, just hear the realness. Am I musty? And he'd be like, a little bit. I'm like, all right, let me go put some more deodorant on. You know what I'm saying? I would rather someone that I know and I'm close with tell me that I'm musty, opposed to me going out in public and someone looking at me with a stank face because I'm a little musty. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, I'm just keeping it real. Like, I'd rather someone tell me that, you know, somebody, especially someone closer to me, you know, again, like, you know, Trez, he's very close to you. That's one of your best friends. So he tell you, oh, something ain't right, or something ain't adding up, or you got to do this, you got to fix that. I take that and be like, yeah, bro, thank you. I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah,
like, you know. So
and and that's one thing that I think we both do for each other. Yeah. And that was even in our relationship early on. That I think was just real. Like, oh, like that was important to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I saw that from you, that's really important to me because like I don't. We're no good to each other if we just say what we want the other to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Even earlier, you was like, I need to talk to you about something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, what's up? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And he said what he had to say. I gave him feedback about what we can do, and we came together and we resolved it. You know what I'm saying? And we figured out we can't control the situation at the moment. Yep. But little by little, we can control the situation, and the situation will be fixed. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And it was, and it's good. You know what I'm saying? And it's sometimes it's tough. I know for me, just because of how I was raised and how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? And you know this. You know this about me. But it's like sometimes it's hard for me because I love you so much. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to keep it keep it real in the way of like saying things that would potentially
offend me
or make you uncomfortable or make you just not happy in any sort of way.
No, I get that.
And I think because growing up, you know, just being in a codependent environment and situation or growing up around a lot of like alcoholics and addicts, you know, it was for me, we couldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because the consequences could be really bad, like really severe, like abusively severe, you know what I'm saying? And could like really fuck us up in some bad ways. And so, you know, but I learned that from a really early age. That's like ingrained in me. And it's hard. It's hard to break that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to break that as an adult, but it's like something that's so important because it's like, you know, doing that, it's like I got to unlearn those things and I got to see that there are people in my life that I can have difficult conversations with or even confront or say something in a critical way and it end up in a positive outcome. Yeah. And that's something that's taken me, I'm still learning. I'm still learning that to this day. Yeah. And I think that's the thing about like, you know, trauma and about just mental health in general. It's like, it's kind of, I don't think there's ever like an end to it.
It's never,
you know what I'm saying?
It's never an end to it. You know what I'm saying? You can fix it, but it's never an end to it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Every day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keeping it real. Like, life goes on. You know, you lose people.
Yep.
And, you know, you sad. Don't get me wrong. I lost my mom. I lost a couple of my best friends, and I'm sad. And I think I kind of touched up on it, but it's like, they wouldn't want me down and out. They want me to keep pushing forward because they know what I was capable of, and I got to keep going. And that's what motivates me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. You know, even the other day I was down like, fuck, bro, I need a job. Like, you know, this shit's hard. Trying to find a job is hard, y'all. Like,
that's
keeping it real. This is a whole different episode, but trying to find a job, okay, that's one thing. But being a bigger guy trying to find a job is another thing.
That really,
and I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse for myself, because I will work my ass off. But being a bigger, you know what I'm saying? I get it all the time. I go in an interview, you know, or I'm on the phone and someone's like, hey, you're like, my name's Stanley. Like, they think I'm white. They think I'm white, bro. And then I go in there and they just like, and they see my size. They see I'm a bigger guy. You know, they like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't get a call back. I'm just keeping it 100. I don't get a call back. You know what I'm saying? So that's my challenge right now, is just trying to find a job and keeping it real that I'm comfortable with doing and I can do at this point. You know what I'm saying? At this time, you know, being my size, just keeping it real. So that's my frustration lately, is just trying to find a consistent job and just keep pushing and just grinding for real. Yeah.
And we gonna get there. And I think for me, that's how music helps, because to me, at the end of the day, it's like, that's my goal. That's my career in my mind.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like that's my career. That's my career. I'm working towards that.
I can do
but it's
music.
like, you know, this other stuff is just a stopgap in the meantime. Yeah. And I know that that's not the case for everybody. I know, you know what I'm saying? And that's okay.
Yeah.
Not everybody who's listening to this podcast right now is going to be an artist or a musician or has that desire. You have
something. You have something that you're working towards. You have goals. Like, you have something that you're working towards. I got my little cousin. She's in nursing school. She's working toward graduating, you know? Everybody got something that they're working towards. So again, like he said, it's not, you know, we're talking about music. We're talking about our goals and what we want to work for. Yeah. But you have things that you want to work for. And you just got to keep pushing. There's going to be obstacles every single time. It's going to be things are just going to throw, you know, just come at you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But you just got to hurdle over those things and just keep going. And no matter how long it takes, just keep pushing forward. Again, I was in a hospital in November, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, oh, I got goals, I got shit to do. But, you know what I'm saying? This is more important. This put a halt on everything. Like, you know, wait, your health is important. How the fuck are you going to do these things if you're not taking care of yourself? You feel what I'm saying? So I had to put a halt on what I got to do and take care of my health. And then I'm going to jump over and just keep going and keep going.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. I think it's not like a permanent halt. No, you know what I'm saying? It's a pause. And it's not even really a pause, because that helps you work towards your goals. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't, you know, if your health's not in order, you can't do what you're trying to do.
Your energy's off, your vibe is off because you're not feeling right, then you're not going to push forward. Yeah, you're not going to push through. You're not going, you know, I can't do a song and I'm in pain. And it's just like, bro, you didn't even put your all in this song because you're in pain, bro. Like, you know, you're going through a lot, even mentally. And I can't talk about I can't do a song when I got a lot going on in my head. It's not going to sound right. I'm not going to project better. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure what I got going on is right before I'm able to do what I love to do.
Yeah. And I think that goes across the board. I think, you know, if your health is off, like physically, mentally, whatever, it's going to impact your performance of anything of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, like all of it. Everything you do is just, you know, you got to make sure that you are okay. Mentally, physically, emotionally, make sure you are okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm a diabetic. You got what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. Years ago, I was not taking care of myself. I wasn't. And I'm paying for it now. You feel what I'm saying? I'm paying for it now, but I'm not gonna let that shit stop me from doing what I've been planning on doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm taking insulin every day. Taking medicine every day. You know what I'm saying? And I see it when I go to the gym. My blood sugar's lower. When I don't, I'm just not doing anything. It's high. You know what I'm saying? It fluctuates. So I know that I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And I will do this. So no matter what obstacles you have, no matter what challenges you face, just keep going. No matter what.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think, I've heard.
I'm preaching today, man. I'm preaching. Whew.
Preach. No, that's good though, and I think it's important for me I have to be working towards my goals and progressing in some way, or I get depressed. I'm serious, and you've seen it.
Oh yeah,
and it be those times when I'm it'd be those times when I'm just, because we've had times where it's just just working a lot, and I've had no time to do music or do anything like that. And I'm not fully myself, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's because of, you
feel like you're further and further away from where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. And there's something to be said about just going through the motions and just kind of existing, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, again, I don't know what all y'all believe, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own belief systems and own things like that. Yeah. And that's going to be some, we have some episodes in the future where we can delve into that a little bit too, which I'm really excited about. Some guests that I want to have on to talk about some of that sort of stuff. But, regardless of what you believe in, at least for me personally, I feel like we're all here for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that we all have this moment right here, right now, for sure, no matter what. And I think it's what we do with that that counts. You know what I'm saying? Fact. And I think we can, not saying that all the Earth's problems are going to be solved or anything like that, but we individually have the power to make the world a better place with the choices that we make and the stuff that we do. Yeah. And I think that, having goals and working towards, making this moment, whatever we're here right now for, you know what I'm saying? Doing something with that, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, for me, when I don't, it's depressing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just what am I doing? I'm just going to work. I'm just coming home. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. I might be invested in a show.
Eating Chip Ahoy's. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Eat
hey,
Chip Ahoy's.
They're delicious.
Yeah. You be hiding them from me, y'all. But I mean, that's what you got to do because I'm diabetic. But you know what I'm saying? You be hiding from me.
I got to be the bad guy sometimes.
It don't matter. I don't care. It's at that point where I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I have a day where I eat something, sweet. But, you got to do what you got to do. You ain't diabetic. You skinny as hell. So you got to, you ain't no diabetic. You eat your cookies and stuff.
Yeah, but that's the thing too. But I gotta, but even for me too, it's just I'm trying to do better myself. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, it's I could, just binge on cookies and all this other stuff, and
that's what he does.
Further down,
I don't know how he lived without me. I don't know
either.
I don't know. I'd be like, what you used to eat, bro? You just eat a frozen meal. Just eat a frozen meal or some Hot Pockets or something. I'm like, bro, what? That is not food, bro.
Okay, the Hot Pockets thing was more so when I was really broke and I went through a Hot Pockets phase. But
whatever.
Hot Pockets are delicious.
They are. I love Hot Pockets. Don't get me wrong. I had a Hot Pocket 2 weeks ago? Did I tell you that? I went to Quick Trip.
Really?
Yes. I went to Quick Trip. I got a Hot Pocket, and I added ranch and some Parmesan cheese to it. Boy,
yeah, man.
We ain't gonna talk about food. I'm talking about food. I can talk about food all day. You know that.
Yeah,
but
but
yeah, man.
Nah, having said that though, it's I think it feels good on a deeper level to be working towards your health, working towards your physical health, your mental health. And I think, again, part of that is just is goals and just working towards that thing. And I think sometimes, you know, it took me a while to figure out what that was. And I think I had to give myself the freedom to just try some stuff, you know, because sometimes it's like, so there's a period in my time of time in my story where I was really depressed. I was really suicidal, and I'm grateful for, you know, I think I mentioned in my coming out story the 12-step recovery group that I was a part of, and going to therapy and all that stuff around that time, and that very literally saved my life, and I'm forever grateful for that.
Yeah.
And during that time, I was really figuring out a lot of just like who am I really? You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of times it's really easy to have the people around you that have been around you for a while, the places that have been around you for a while. But it's like when you take all of that away, when you take all the external stuff, who are you up here and in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is that? And what does that person want? And I found there was a lot of stuff like, you know, I had some issues with my dad growing up. My dad and I did not have a really good relationship when I was growing up for a lot of different reasons. But I realized there were so many things about my personality, you know what I'm saying, that I attributed to being part of my personality. But once I really dug into that, I'm just like, you know what? I'm really like this out of spite in a way, because it's like, I was always just like, oh no, I hate sports. I don't like any sports. I hate sports. And that's just because I was always a lot more of a creative kid, and my dad was very much a sports type of person and pushed me into all of that stuff when I'm just like, no, this isn't really me. But, and in spite of that, I was kind of like, because he pushed me so much, I was kind of like no, I hate sports. And I'm just like, but do I really? If I take my dad and if I take that out of the equation, what do I like aside from that? You know what I'm saying? And I watch sports. Like I remember there's a period of time where I was literally like, for probably about a year, I was like watching like every type of sport. Because I'm just like, let me see if I like this. Let me see if I like any of this. And sure enough, there's some sports that I really do like.
Sports are,
you know, some sports that are maybe not as much me. But I determined that for myself. And I didn't let, you know, any of those things that are from my past I didn't allow those things to determine that for me. And I think a lot of times, as like early on during that time, I think I attributed many things to my personality that was really low key a part of my like trauma and stuff growing up. And it wasn't really me when I stripped away the trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine if that trauma hadn't happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's Hayden deep down, you know, aside from that, because your trauma doesn't have to define you. And I think I see that happen to people sometimes, and that I let that happen to me for a while, you know, until I started to dig into that and heal from that, and really ultimately made a choice of just like, no, like I'm going to figure out who I am aside from all of this. And it was a long journey. And you know what? In some ways I'm still figuring that out to this day. And I think we've had a discussion about that recently where I'm just like, you know, I realized this is how real it is podcast. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, so I
know what you're about to say.
You do know what I'm about to say. So, my mom's favorite color is purple. And because of that, and because of all the stuff that my mom and I have been through, and because I got so attached to her growing up, I was always like, my favorite color is purple too. And I've started to wonder recently, is that really the case? Is my favorite color actually purple, or is my favorite color purple because my mom's favorite color is purple? I'm still kind of figuring that out right now. I'm not going to lie.
I really think his favorite color is blue, like mine.
It might be, honestly.
I love blue. So.
I do love blue, and that's the thing. I love blue too. I also really do like purple. I love purple, but it's just those things like that I'm just like, aside from my parents, you know what I'm saying, or my friends, or where I grew up, how I was raised, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a core person inside there, and figuring out who that is and what that person likes, that's just really powerful, because then I don't have, it's like when I'm in other situations or around other people, I can feel comfortable being myself, and I can feel confident in myself because I know who I am, and I don't have to let any of these people define me or say anything. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have to let any fear of their judgments or fear of their criticism. Like, I don't have to do that, because it's like, I don't have to let those things define me, because I know who I am.
Exactly.
And I think that was something that was really powerful for me. And I think I was a really, really, and it's crazy because you didn't know me like this at this time. You know what I'm saying? You only know me as I've been the past 3 years. But, you know, before this, like, I was really like, I was a lot more of like a shy, timid kid. You know what I'm saying? Because I just had so much fear and so much stuff that was preventing the real Hayden in here from expressing himself and just being out there and being comfortable. And I'm really grateful that, you know, I've gone through all that, and it's something I still go through, and I still, you know, I still get back into therapy every once in a while, because it's just, I need that, you know what I'm saying? Just because for maintenance and stuff like that. And even then, it's just like, there's still stuff that's just like, I'll still recognize as like, that's triggering some trauma, or that's still some this that's still down there.
Same here.
That shit just be ingrained.
Yeah, same here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I was really, I mean, a lot of people, if you've known me all my life, you know I was always just quiet, laid back. And, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when I came out, you know, it changed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was hiding. Again, I think I brought this up, but I was hiding who I was to impress other people. But when I came out, bro, I got people like, bro, like, you make being gay lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you make being gay lit.
We got
like,
to, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, this is me. This is me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is me. And so, again, I was shy. You can ask my sister. I was shy. I was laid back. You know what I'm saying? And she, you know, she would be like, oh, yeah, I didn't know you were like this. You're wild. Like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a little wild, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm living my life, and I'm finally being the man, the man that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so yeah, we're just living, man. We just living and taking it day by day. And, you know, again, I brought up again, like, I was in the coma. And that changed my life. Like, I don't see life the same. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every day I gotta live life on the edge, for real, take risks. And that's how we met. You know what I'm saying? We took a risk. Yes. Two shy guys. We were both shy on the opposite side of the country. Took a risk.
Yep.
We talked online. We met in person in Vegas. And look where we are now. We're on a podcast together.
Yep.
Yeah. So we
and we're married too.
Oh yeah,
that part too. But part. You know, that's whatever.
I got my ring on today. Y'all be reaching. Oh no, we ain't got his ring. It's on. Okay.
Yo. Okay, but real talk though, I think there's something to be said about taking those risks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because this was something I learned from a friend of mine in the program, and it was really powerful and really stuck with me. And they said, you know, you don't know the future yet. You know what I'm saying? There's just as much possibility of a good outcome versus a bad outcome. You know what I'm saying? So why would you let an unknown bad outcome prevent you from potentially having a good outcome? You know what I'm saying? And you know, you could be preventing yourself from something good. And it's like, and okay, what if the bad stuff does happen? Bad stuff does happen, and guess what? You learn, you heal, you grow, you move on. Yeah. But, you know, why risk not getting the good stuff, you know? And there's this YouTube channel that I follow that's really cool. They're called Yes Theory. And the kind of it's kind of on the principle of, you know, just say yes. You know what I'm saying? And just see what happens. And again, I love, you know, the journey that those guys have been on, and they've done just some like cool and crazy stuff that even for me would probably be like, oh man, I don't know. But still, it's just like, but who knows what type of experiences you could have if you don't say yes, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying make dumb decisions, but you know what? Take a risk. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, especially like if you're an adult, if you're watching this and you're an adult, guess what? You really got control over your own destiny in a lot of ways. Now, there's some things in life that we can't control, and that's going to happen. But we have the power to make our own decisions. You know what I'm saying? And we can learn from those. And there's so much amazing things out in this world that I think are meant for all of us. And I've lost out on so many of those because I haven't taken those risks, you know? And even our whole relationship, really, like, it was just like I was talking with my therapist, and it was just kind of like, why not? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, in real life, I was like, why not for real? You know? It's like, okay, yeah, I could be potentially, you know, giving up on X, Y, Z, or I could get my heart broken or whatever. But just, that's why my therapist was just like, you know what? Just don't go into it with any expectations. Just have fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just take it a day, a moment at a time. Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Yep. And here we are today.
Went to Vegas.
Yep.
We were like, just doing crazy shit.
It was fun. We had fun. Lit. We had fun in Vegas. We were on scooters down the Vegas Strip. We were getting shit faced.
Oh my god!
And just having the time of our lives.
It was just crazy. It was. I wish we could have like recorded that.
I know.
Like, we were just doing. We would like wake up mad early in the morning and just
drinking frozen margaritas.
Margaritas at like 8 in the morning.
Just fucking living life.
Bro, smoking weed on the strip.
Yep.
And Hayden's like, I don't think we're supposed to do that. And I'm like,
I'm not used
Vegas. Like,
I'm not used to living in a state where it's legal.
A cop, bro. It was a cop. And Hayden's like, he sees the cop. And I'm like sparking up the weed. And, you know, Hayden's like, nah, you shouldn't do that. You know, you can't do that. And the cop looked. He was like, I was like, I could do this. And the cop was like, yeah, he can. It was so I just like sparked up in front of the police. And he was
I was just like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah, he was like, yo, what? It was funny.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, man. But yeah, take risks. You know what I'm saying? Take risks. If you want to travel, you want to go somewhere and somebody, you know, you got a friend, oh, I don't want to do that. It's like, bitch, girl, I'm going to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be, sometimes you gotta put your foot down, because sometimes people just if you keep saying no, you'll never do it.
And people will project their fears onto you too. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got those type of people around you.
Yep.
You know, it's not, and that's the thing. It's like, it's not that they're concerned for you, really. It's that they have their own fears, and if they were in this situation, they would be afraid to do this. Bro. So they want you to be afraid to do this as well, because then again, if you do it, that makes them realize, oh, what's my excuse? You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, if you can kind of keep people around you who just are always in that fear, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't have to face that yourself.
You don't.
And that's really uncomfortable.
That's so true. When COVID came out, you know what I'm saying? I was one of the first, I don't know if y'all know this, but I was one of the first people in the world who got the vaccine.
Yeah.
I was like one of the first people in the world to get the vaccine.
Yep.
You know, I made posts on Facebook like, "Ooh, I'm getting the vaccine in 2 days." I'm getting people messaging me, "You're stupid. Why would you do that? You're so dumb. Why would you get the vaccine?"
We're probably still going to get comments still.
Yeah, for real. But that's insane. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it. If something happened, something happens, but I'm gonna get this vaccine. Got the vaccine. All those people that was talking, I bet you they're vaccinated now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, you were talking all that. I got the message. I got the receipts still to this day. Like, you were talking all that smack about me getting a vaccine because I was the first one to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now everyone is pretty much normal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not. People don't even ask you about it anymore. It's like it was
that thing too. Are you vaccinated, bro?
That was a big thing. That was a big thing for a while.
But yeah, I was like one of the first people to get vaccinated.
Yeah,
I have proof.
No, for real though. But I think regardless of, I mean, now let's also keep it real. I'm not saying do stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just like but don't also.
Take a risk. If you're talking to somebody, let's just say, if you're talking to somebody online, because you know that's a thing. I don't believe in long distance relationships. If you're talking to somebody online and the vibe is right, you're not getting any red flags, and the vibe is right, you know, and it comes to the time where y'all are in love and y'all want to meet each other in person, do it. Yeah. Like, why not? This person could be the love of your life. Like, this guy, he's the love of my life. You know what I'm saying? Sir. And I wouldn't have taken the risk. In fact, you know, you know when shit ain't right. Like, you kind of have a feeling, you know. And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna meet you in Vegas. We're gonna vibe. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see where it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we hit it off. You know what I'm saying? He went back to his life. I went back to mine, and we were like, all right. This was too good. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Right.
You know
no, right.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, Hayden had a lot more going on than I did. So I was able to leave and move here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't regret nothing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's getting all red now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
I'm glad you did.
I'm glad I did too.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
Yeah, man.
But no, I'm so glad, and I think in doing that, it's you know, it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? It's good. I think it's good for you to take risks. You know, and that can look different. That could look totally different.
Totally different for you.
Yeah.
Totally different for you. Like, I don't, you know, it could be like for me, I'm scared. I want to get my nose pierced, but I'm scared. But I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
And I got you. I'll be right there. But for real, and the thing is like, to me, it's just like, okay. But I have, ironically, like, blood. Like, I don't handle blood very well. And so it's just like, I'm like, all right, when I go to the doctor and I get blood drawn, like, I need you there because like that.
Yeah, that's just nothing to me.
Exactly. And
so I gotta poke myself every day.
I have no, if I had a desire to get my nose pierced, which I don't really, but if I did, it wouldn't freak me out. Like, I would do that. But at the same time, I don't like down him for that freaking him out. Yeah. But it's like we can help each other face those fears together. Yeah. And I think even if it's not a relationship, just having people in your life that push you and that help you. And I think for me, that's why I've been very intentional about the people I keep in my life, because there's sometimes people who I've had best friends of mine who I've been best friends with for years. Yeah. And guess what? They're not in my life anymore because they're not those type of people that push me, because they're not those type of people. And it's, you know, I think there's some people that have the mindset and that can share that same mindset of, you know what, like, I'm trying to grow and push and be the best version of myself. I want to see you be the best version of yourself, and we can help each other do that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. I lost a lot of people during the time we were getting married.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that give people the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. You know, but there's people like, bro, they're jealous of you. I'm like, no, why me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not jealous of me, you know. Or there's people like, bro, you're growing, and they see that and they don't like that because you're exceeding. And I'm like, whatever. And I was like, I had to sit back and think, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, they're jealous of me. Like, I don't understand why. I'm so humble, and it's just like, why are you jealous of me?
Yeah.
It's because I'm taking risks in life.
Yeah. And it's not, and it's a lot of times it's not even like a totally conscious thing either. It's just like, it's like a weight, but no, but we had this kind of like system. Like we had this kind of establishment already in place of just like, you know, us just being in this area and you're changing that, you know what I'm saying? And again, that's not even really a conscious thought. It's like people be like, oh, like he switched up on me, but it's like, it's not that. It's just like,
up. I elevated. I bossed up, but I ain't switch up. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
that's a bar.
I didn't bossed up. I ain't switch up. Hey, but you know what I'm saying? And again, y'all, like, I was homeless. Like in 2017, I was homeless. I'm about to talk shit.
Do it.
I was homeless, bro. I was staying in a fucking shelter in 2017. I had so many fucking family members who had a house somewhere I can lay my head. No one offered me to stay with them. You know what I'm saying? I take that shit. I shouldn't take it personal, but I take that shit personal and I use that for motivation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers did not open their doors for me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, again, it is what it is, you know, but I hold that, you know, and it hurts my feelings when I think about it. But I'm the type of person that'll help you. Those people who didn't let me in their house, then when I needed it, they'll hit me up today. If I got it, Stan, you got a couple dollars? If I got it, I'm going to send it to you. You know, and a thing, you forgive, but you never forget how people treat you.
Yeah.
You'll never forget how people treat you.
And I think with those type of people, it's just like, you gotta have appropriate boundaries.
No, facts.
Like, that's a big thing too. I think especially like when it comes to family, like, I think there's this kind of, I don't know why it is like this, but in society, there's kind of this overarching thing of just like that because they're family.
Yeah. Yep.
X, Y, Z. And
you
like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, it don't matter. Like, look, don't get me wrong. I love my family. Yeah. I love everybody in my family. I really do. But there's certain people in my family I have to have boundaries. Some of them really far out boundaries because they have shown me time and time again that if I have my boundary closer to here, they're gonna step over that and step over me and, you know, treat me a way that I don't deserve to be treated.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. And it took me a while to learn that.
And just because they're family, that doesn't entitle them to do that. That doesn't entitle anybody to do that.
No.
And again, you don't have to. Sometimes being real, it might be cutting people completely out of your life. It may be, but honestly, sometimes like there's a lot of people in my family. It's just like I keep it. It's just a real cordial thing. We might see each other once every 10 years, maybe. We keep it cordial. That is what it is.
How it is, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? That's okay because I've learned from experience that when I've tried to be closer to some of these people, that it messes me up and they end up, you know, hurting me or doing some stuff that's just not okay.
Yeah,
and I'm not, you know. Yeah. I think I'm to the point now where I have enough self-worth and I understand that I just don't allow that. Yeah. And I would say, you know, again, like don't let anybody convince you that, you know, any sort of like abusive or any sort of like
that's just not okay.
Not okay behavior is okay just because they're family. Like that's not.
And for black people, when you know what I'm saying, keeping it real, verbal abuse is abuse. Like
I had that too, bro. I had that too.
I'm gonna fucking keep it fucking real.
Yeah, how real
like,
it is.
People like, oh, they cuss at me, they yell at me, and you know us. Oh yeah, suck their shit up, blah 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 blah. That shit triggers you. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it, bro.
Go for it.
A motherfucker will be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Stan, you big, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurt me back when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And saying I can't do nothing because I'm big or blah, 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 blah. They don't want to deal with me because I'm bigger, blah, blah, blah. That shit hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I tried to shrug it off, you know, fuck that. But that really hurt me.
Yeah. And I still, and the thing is like, I see it in you to this day. It's like those messages that you were told as a kid, you tell yourself in a way, because it's like, you know, you kind of believe that. And I see that. And there's, I have to like push you out of that.
Yeah, you do.
Because it's just like, no, fuck that. Like the thing is like, look, we're adults. You know what I'm saying? If there's something that we want to do, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna
like,
do it.
Yeah,
again,
exactly.
I'm gonna keep it real. Motherfuckers would be like, oh, you know, my family would go on a trip, flying somewhere. They'd be like, oh, Stan, you can't go because we're gonna have to pay for 2 seats because you're big and blah 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 blah. So I would have to stay back. You get what I'm saying? So when I got older and figured out shit, when I'm flying and going across the country and flying everywhere, and I realized they didn't try. I get on a flight right now. I ain't paying for 2 fucking seats. I'm not. I'm not. Am I? Have I ever paid for 2 seats, bro?
No.
Never.
Shout out to Southwest.
Shout out Southwest. Yeah. But I never, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, that's what they used to tell me though. And I used to be like, damn. You know, I'd be like, oh, damn, they don't want to be, I can't do it because they're going to, you know. And I realized, like, you know, as I'm traveling and showing, I'm like, wow, they didn't try for me. They didn't, you know, I root for everybody. No, nobody go hard for me like I go hard for them. I done threw surprise parties for people. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody show up for me. I done, you know, I'm keeping it real, getting everybody together through surprise parties for people, all that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody did that for me. I just turned 30. Did nobody come fly out to Atlanta for me? I'll always fly back home, but they don't never do it for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you just got to hold people accountable and treat people the way that they treat you, for real.
Yeah. I think there's a level of, you know, and I think too, it's just like you can let that shit jade you. You know what I'm saying? You can let you be jaded, but that's not the answer either, right? You know what I'm saying? But still, with those people, it's just like you gotta, you know, you can't just be in a one-sided relationship with anybody.
Facts. I have my days. No facts. I have my days, and then some days, you know, I look and just be like, damn, I'm doing this shit. I'm doing everything they said I couldn't do. I'm doing it.
Yep.
And that's what motivates me. It's like, keeping it real is like an evil smile. Like, yeah, I told you so. I can do that. I told you I could do that. Y'all didn't believe in me, but y'all believe in everybody else, you know, but y'all didn't believe that Stanley could do it. Little Stanley from Richmond couldn't do it, but I did it. And so that just motivates me for real.
Yeah. I think the most important person you can do that for is yourself. Yeah. Is prove that to yourself. Prove it to yourself. Because I think there's a lot of our own internal like thoughts and beliefs, and I have to do that too. And it's like I almost have to surprise myself sometimes. And again, going back to that fear of success thing, where it's just like I have to, you know, go and face that fear and prove myself wrong. And that inner voice that's convinced that like, oh no, like you're not good enough for that. Like everybody else, you know, everybody else is around you, but not you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, nah, you got to prove to yourself sometimes. Like, shit. Me too. Yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't want that for everybody else, but me too. You too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm as worthy of that and deserving of that as everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And same here. Working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah. Every day.
With each other, we going to do it. We're going to piggyback off each other. You down one day. I'm up one day.
Yep.
I'm going to motivate you and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And
facts.
In different situations. Again, different situations. I'm looking for a job right now. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? And
of course.
You know, I know for sure.
That and I'm in your corner 100%. Supporting you.
I know that.
Every step of the way.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, again, even if you don't have to, as we covered in the Valentine's Day episode, you don't have to have a significant other to still have that. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't.
I had that. I still have that with friends.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Do. We both do.
Yeah, exactly.
We both
and
do.
that's so important. So I would just encourage everybody, you know, surround yourself with those type of people. You know what I'm saying?
That. Surround yourself with those type of people.
Yeah.
Choose your own family.
Yes, family of choice.
Family of choice. I don't want to hear that. Blood is thicker than water. Fuck that, yo. Find the people that's going to be there for you. Find the people that's going to go hard for you.
Yep.
And they're going to do the same. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they go hard for me. You know what I'm saying? I moved here, And just keeping it real, like, I moved here on my birthday. My friends here brought me gifts. And we do the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, y'all brought me a gift. I got gift cards and hell shit. I'm like, wait, like, I ain't got this back home. Keeping it real. Like, but I moved here, they come to your party, they bring you gifts, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, wow, that's different. That's different for sure. Because I didn't even get a wedding gift.
Yeah.
Not from my family. I didn't get one wedding gift. Not that I was expecting it, but I just feel like, come on, I just got married. Yeah. But that's a whole different episode because it's probably because I was gay, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different episode. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stop it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop because I can talk about that forever.
Yeah.
And maybe I will. Maybe I'll just put the camera in front of me and just rant and just talk about my life. Y'all would love that. And I would love that too. I'll get it off my chest. Y'all see my anger. Because
sometimes it's good though. You know what I'm saying? It's good to vent and get that out.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. But the thing about it is, and I tell Hayden, what I went through, I will never put you through that.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like,
same.
I'll never put you. I will never. Oh, I went through this when I was growing up. So I talk to Hayden all the time. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, we can't.
I'll get distant sometimes, and then I need my little time. Don't get me wrong. I need a little break. But then I'll be like, see, I was thinking about this, and this was what made me feel this type of way. So communication is key.
Yep.
And keep going.
Yes.
Keep pushing.
For sure. And I would say also, there's a lot of tools out there. There's a lot of resources. And I think that I don't think either one of us would be where we are today if it wasn't for some sort of therapy, counseling, help, something to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, it's cliche to say, but mental health is real. Mental health is important.
It's really important.
You know what I'm saying? And
we can't stress that enough. Like mental health, bro, is crazy. And again, somebody who's that? Like, people was like using mental health as a trend or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's shit. Nah, bro. I saw that was a TikTok video.
Yeah, and there's something else because I remember there was somebody who I had seen a comment somewhere who was talking about mental health, and I just wanted to take a second to just address this because I don't think I ever really did. But therapists aren't paid to just make you feel better or tell you what you want to hear. That's not their job. You know what I'm saying? A doctor isn't going to tell you what you want to hear and tell you that everything's okay. Same way that a therapist will not do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever had a therapist. In fact, most of the therapists have been like, wow, that's actually really not okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty fucked up.
I know.
Like,
you got to find the
right
therapist
one
for you. You know what I'm saying? All therapy. You can't just go to one therapist and just feel like, oh, that wasn't for me, so I'm not going to see another therapist ever again. You got, you know what I'm saying? When you go test drive a new car, you're not just going to get the first car that you drive. You're going to go and try another car, and another car, and another car, and another car until you figure out this car's for me. Just like a therapist, you know what I'm saying? This therapist is for me.
Yeah, and I would also say too, because I think part of I think the comment was, that, what's the point of talking to a stranger about this when you can just talk to the person you got an issue with or whatever. Now, I'm not saying don't do that because, there's plenty of times with plenty of people where I have, and I always will make that effort. The thing is not everybody is receptive to that, and in an ideal world, you could have, you could talk to somebody, you could have an issue with somebody, talk to them about it, and y'all could talk it out and come to a resolution.
But just know that person.
If y'all are both like healthy people and could do that, that's good. That's actually a good sign of a healthy relationship of some kind. But the reality of it is that's not the case for a lot of people.
Because then you get
I've
those
tried
people,
to have that.
You get those people that'll lash out. You know what I'm saying? You get those people. If you know a person, don't feel like you scared. But if you feel like, oh no, they're gonna overreact. When I'm trying to just speak to them, when I'm just trying to verbally speak to them at a calm tone, and they just want to spaz out and turn up, then just figure it out. Like you know what I'm saying? Don't Don't try to fix it. But
yeah. And a lot of times too, it's stuff that's not even like an issue with you and another person. It could be you with yourself. And in fact, those are the biggest issues I think a lot of times that we've got to deal with, because that's gonna affect our baseline of how we interact with other people, no matter what. Because I had to get a good relationship with myself.
Me too. I
You
had
know
to
what
get
I'm saying?
a good relationship with myself, and I had to be comfortable with myself,
Yes.
especially being a bigger guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole. We have an episode
Yeah.
that we're planning on that's devoted to that, and I cannot wait for that.
I
one.
can't wait either.
We might have to do like
that.
a multi-part.
Yeah,
because that's a big thing that's not talked about a lot.
Exactly.
And we got to talk about it.
Exactly. And I had, for real though, I had to be comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
As being a bigger guy, and once I'm comfortable with myself, then nothing can stop me. And I'm
Facts.
comfortable with myself.
Yeah. Hey. No, but
if you know, you know.
Yeah, but for real though, I mean that's being comfortable with yourself. Like, I feel like then you're not limiting yourself.
Yeah.
Then you like are able to really get out there in the world and do what you want to do and what you're here for, whatever that is for you.
Yep.
And that's a powerful thing, and to me, like one of the most fulfilling things just in life.
Preach.
Straight up. So
brother Hayden. Brother Hayden.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Yeah. Is there any closing remarks or anything you want to say to people? Any motivational or anything you got to say?
I would just say, again, I would say, don't let your preconceived notions about mental health prevent you from working on your mental health.
Yeah.
And everybody's journey is different with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some things that work for me. Like, for me, going to that 12-step group for the years that I did, even though I ultimately, found that wasn't for me. I mean, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have really dealt with, like, that helped me deal with a lot of my trauma and stuff, like, just as much, if not maybe even a little bit more than like traditional therapy. And there's even some other forms of therapy that I've done, such as like EMDR, other things like that it's are very real things. And I would say, don't just write off those negative things about yourself as that's just how I am.
Yeah.
That doesn't have to be how you are.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then what's going to happen is you're going to pass that down to your kids or the other people around you, and that's just going to keep being a cycle in the next generation. You know what I'm saying?
And I've seen it, and just be real. It's literally me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole generation thing, I'm just like, oh, yeah. But keeping it real, all I want to say is just live your purpose.
Yes.
Be you.
Yep.
No matter what. You know what I'm saying? Be you. That's where I fucked up at in life. As wasn't me being me a long time ago. But, hey. No excuses. I'm here now. Yeah. I'm gay as fuck. I like men. I like men's. I'm married. You know what I'm saying? So all them people in them comments, I see y'all. But it don't matter.
No, I know. We got. I don't know if you saw the other day. Did you see the Bible verse? God, yeah.
You deleted it before I seen it.
I did. And okay. Let me address this too, because I know the more that we do this, and the more we're gonna get negative comments.
Yeah. We don't care.
Here's the rules, because this is we've created this space, right? Yeah. So we make the rules here, and the rules are, most importantly, it's okay to have a different opinion.
It's totally fine.
But what we're here to create is a space for people to listen and learn from other people's experiences.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
We're not here to say, I'm right, you're wrong. That's not what we're here for.
Not at
all. We're
all.
here to be like, hey,
you have your own opinion. You can, you know what I'm saying? Like this is an open discussion.
And the thing is though, is it has to be in that spirit.
Yeah.
It has to be in that realm of creating that space, because look, the world, we got too much of that. We got too much of that bullshit out there. I'm sorry, we do.
Yeah, we do.
There's too much, like in politics, in news, in the world, and everything. It's always some, You know, I mean, even in entertainment, even like rap beef bullshit, like we got all this shit. Like everybody, there's so much like me against you, us against them. You know what I'm saying? We can't let them win. Like, are we going to let them take over? You know what I'm saying? No, fuck that.
Fuck that.
That's not like that. That doesn't help anything. Cause like, I'm just seeing more and more of that, and to me, this world's just getting more and more fucked up from that. But to me, when I've seen actual change happen with people, and in good, positive ways, have been whenever we've been able to have those types of discussions. Exactly. So that's what we're here to do. That's the space that we're creating. If you're not contributing to that, or if you're trying to tear that down, I'm sorry, you're not going to be welcome here with that. Yeah. Unless you come back and come correct with an attitude of being like, all right, cool, I'm going to either shut up, listen and learn, or I'm going to share my own experience, and this is why and how I feel like XYZ. Exactly. Then we can have a discussion. Facts. Then we can learn. Yeah. And that's what we're here to do. Yeah. So I know we went a little bit kind of over what we usually go, but that's important and that needed to be said because, again, if I see anything that's trying to tear people down, or even in the sense of just I'm right and you're wrong type of vibe, or that type of attitude, nah, we're not here. We're not. Sorry. We're not. You can take that. Trust me, there's everywhere else in this fucking world you can go to take that attitude, but it's not going to be here. Not here. Period. At all. So that's that's what I got to say. That's what I got to say too. Yeah. Baby. Good job. Yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah, y'all. So I want to start something where you guys comment and tell us how your week went. Yeah. You know, how was it? You can even just put 10 and I'll know how that was. It was good. Yeah. You know, just comment something. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just tell us how you feel. It could be a scale out of 10. 1 out of 10. Oh, today, Monday, whatever day it is, sucked for me, but Tuesday I got back at it. You know what I'm saying? Just, how are you? How are you doing? You know, and keep it real. This is the How Real It Is podcast. And again, like I just said earlier, like, we want a space where you can be real with that and be honest about that. And if you don't want to post it in the comments on YouTube, we got a whole Instagram. You can DM us. Yep. If you're going TikTok, through and you going through anything, you just need advice for real, I'm here. I love giving people advice. Yeah. Even if we don't know you, straight up. Yeah. Like, even if you need to vent to us. Yeah. If I don't go for it, and I'm here because I've been through a lot. I'm only 30, but I've been through so much. Yeah. I can help somebody. I can motivate somebody. Yeah. So you having a bad day? And guess what? You guys can help us too. Yeah, because we have bad days too. Yeah, that's true. And the thing is like we've got something to learn from everybody. So we're here for it. We're here for all of it. And we love y'all. Thank y'all so much again. Just the fact that y'all are tuning in week after week. What those little kids be doing these days? In the cut with my friend, we be vibing. I don't know how y'all do it. That's crazy. I'm saying kids these days. I was about to say that's gonna make us sound old as fuck, bro. What y'all kids be doing? I don't know. If they're gonna be like, here go the grandpas on their fucking my little brother podcast. Be like, bro, you was doing it wrong. We trying, y'all. Listen, we try. And hey, teach us. Show us how to do it. We want to learn for real. So, thank y'all, everybody out there, for tuning in week after week. Again, if you're watching this, any part of this, if you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't followed us, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're following us on YouTube and want to get notified every time we drop a new episode, hit that little bell. That way you'll get a notification every time we drop. And guess what? We drop every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. At least we try to. Yeah. We're human. We have things that come up. Yeah, sometimes we need to take like a self-care week or self-care day, and we take those. We're here. And our DMs is always open. So. Facts. Yeah. Always feel free to hit us up. So, how real it is. It's been real. How real it is. We love y'all. We be vibing. Peace. Yeah. How real it is. How real it is. How real it is. How real it is. Hey, yeah. Man. So be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms at How Real It Is Pod.